This is Frank Rock. This is the House Foreign Sports Channel. Tennessee takes on St. Peter's tomorrow night, 9:20 p.m. Eastern Time, or give or take around that time. And then right after that, I will be coming live with you. So it'll probably be, I'm recording right now at about 11:25 p.m. Should be kind of close this time tomorrow night, around 11:30. So I hope if you're off on Friday or if you're planning on making it a late one tomorrow night, I hope you'll join me for post game, and hopefully, we're going to be talking about one or two things. We're going to be talking about who Tennessee's playing on Saturday, or we're going to be talking about what went wrong and where this program goes moving forward. Hopefully, we'll be talking about who Tennessee is playing on Saturday. But let's get into the matchup. St. Peter's, their coach talked about it. I put the quote on my cover photo tonight. So from St. Peter's coach Bashir Mason, he said, I think that he said about these guys are crazy. He said, based on their reaction, he said, I think this is the matchup they wanted. But he also went on to state later on that he said, they could have reacted like this to playing anyone, but they knew at that point in time when they saw Tennessee flash up on the screens, the 2 seed, they felt that was going to be their game, was against Tennessee. So, looking at this game, they're getting their wishes for sure. Tennessee, St. Peter's. What problems do St. Peter's present tomorrow night? Well, they play a slow down type of pace. They're Rod Clark, I talked about it earlier today in video. He said they play a gritty, up in your face type of defense. All right. St. Peter's wants to control the tempo. That's something that has given Tennessee trouble before. And Rick Barnes stated it today. He said, we think they could show us a lot of zone tomorrow, and there could be some different things. So this time of year, got to be prepared for anything. Again, they're a really good, hard-nosed, tough team. I've got great respect for Northeast basketball because of my time at Providence. So they know what they're getting tomorrow. They know they're going to get St. Peter's going to play slow-down ball. They're going to try to control the tempo. They're going to try to force Tennessee into the same thing tomorrow. So how does Tennessee combat that? Where can Tennessee get an advantage with them? Well, if you're Zakai Ziegler, you got to break down this defense. That's one thing. For Tennessee defensively, they have to avoid the drive and the kick. That's something that's gotten them in trouble all year long. They have to avoid that tomorrow. If St. Peter's going to try to play that pace with them. Rod Clark talked about it last week when Tennessee gave up 42 points in the paint to Mississippi State. So I'd rather give up 15 3-pointers, and I feel like we as a staff pretty much agree on that. You want to force St. Peter's. They're not a good shooting team. Now, we've seen multiple good shooting teams or not good shooting teams this year shoot well against Tennessee. So hopefully that's not the case tomorrow, and that Tennessee basically calls it a year tomorrow. It's win or go home at this point. There's no ifs, no ands, no buts about it. You don't show up tomorrow, you're going to go home and be done with it. Personally think it's going to be one of two things with this squad. You're either going to get to the Final Four or they're not making it out this weekend. I don't think there's going to be an in-between with it. I really don't. And, I may be wrong on that. I very well could be wrong with it. But I feel good about this matchup tomorrow night for multiple reasons. Yes, St. Peter's plays. They give up, I was looking at scoring defense are 11th in the country on that. They only give up like 63 points a game. They only score about 65. Here's the thing with St. Peter's. They haven't faced, and their coach said it. Coach Mason, he said it. We have not faced a team like Tennessee. We've not faced a player like Dalton Connect. Are they going to try to rough him up tomorrow? You got to think they do. You got to think they've seen what Mississippi State's done, what Kentucky's done the last couple of weeks, and that they're going to try to implement that tomorrow night. How does Tennessee answer differently? I talked about it earlier today. They said they've not minced words with Jonas Adu and Tobe Awaka. They have to be better tomorrow night. Zakai Ziegler, we've really talked about him. Ziegler's going to have a chip on his shoulder playing against his brother tomorrow night for sure. He's going to want to get the best of him. There's no doubt about that. He's going to want to get the best of him. Any guy on this Tennessee team, if you don't come in with a chip on your shoulder tomorrow night, you don't deserve to be playing tomorrow night. You just got smacked around last week. Got a shot at redemption tomorrow night, or in this tournament, not just tomorrow night, but moving forward with it. Expectations are there. This team needs to make a deep run. They really do. Do they need to win it all? I mean, it'd be great, but they don't really need to win it all. Yeah, sure. That's kind of a dumb question, I guess. Do they need to? No. Would it be great? Yes. For this program, you've got to take that step and get a Final Four at some point if you're going to continue to make that progress, or to continue to progress as a program. But what's Tennessee's advantages? I mean, to me, they're a better shooting team. Tomorrow night, the stats back that up. 39.7 for St. Peter's, 45% field goals for Tennessee. Honestly, not that big of a difference in three-point percentage. Tennessee's only 1.4 percentage points better than St. Peter's. Free throws are about 3.3 percentage points higher. Tennessee averages 3.2 rebounds more per game. St. Peter's does average more offensive rebounds per game. Defensive rebounds, Tennessee's 4.3 more per game. Assists about just shy, a little over 6 assists more per game. Tennessee has more steals, blocks, less turnovers, and they average less fouls per game. Every pretty much statistic on here favors Tennessee except for offensive rebounding. And, like I said, St. Peter's, they do give up less points per game, but they're not playing the competition Tennessee does. No disrespect to them. We saw what they did 2 years ago. They were a 5 seed coming out of the MAAC tournament this year. So, without that run, they wouldn't have been in. They'd lost at least 2 in a row that I'd seen coming into that tournament before they got hot on it. I'm expecting Tennessee to roar, and I'm expecting them to come out with a chip on their shoulder. I just think they're a better team, and, that's all fine and good. Could there be moments where it gets a little nervous? Possibly. But I think when it's all said and done, I would pick St. Peter's to cover, but I'm still going to pick Tennessee to win by double digits. I'm going to go Tennessee 72, St. Joseph's 57 tomorrow night. They're not a high-scoring team, and that's against teams that don't play the defense that Tennessee does. So, I'll be back here with you tomorrow night. Hope probably, again, it's 11:32 right now as I record this. It'll probably be sometime around now. Hopefully we'll be happy tomorrow night. Hopefully we'll be talking about their matchup on Saturday. If not, it's going to be a sad night. We definitely want this team to make a good run. We want these super seniors to go out on a high note. And we hope Rick Barnes gets it just this year, that he can make that big run with Tennessee, that he's not made it past the Sweet 16. Tennessee, they've only been past the Sweet 16 one time. It was set up perfectly for them last year, and they dropped the ball on it. Hopefully this year it's not the case. Everyone, as of right now, is healthy. Keep progressing. Come out, do your thing tomorrow night. Okay? Come out pissed off. All right? Let's don't beat around the bush about it. Guys, come out pissed off, ready to play tomorrow. This team wanted you. Show them what they're getting. Show them what they're asking for tomorrow night. Come out and show them who the SEC Player of the Year is. First team All-American. The SEC Defensive Player of the Year. Second team SEC. Let's come out and show them tomorrow night. Again, if you're coming out and say, well, we had a hard time getting motivated, your ass doesn't need to be on the court tomorrow night. That goes for fifth-year seniors who had trouble getting motivated last week. I get it in the SEC tournament. I'm not going to get it this weekend. This is it. You don't show up motivated. You can motivate yourself on the couch moving forward. My name's Frank Rock. This is the House of Orange Sports Channel. If you're Tennessee, by God, it's go time. The last thing I'll say, and as always, I say, go Vols.